All right, all right. Happy Monday. Well, I hope you guys are off to a great start. My name is Michael Wynn. I am the Chief Digital Officer of Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. Today, guys, we're going to talk about the best Instagram audience growth formula that is absolutely killing it, but why many brands are not doing it. So I think there's something really interesting that's going on in social media. I've got three. I like to think of them as teenage daughters, even though my oldest is not a teenager anymore. But when I watch them and interact with them on social media, it's so evident that today we're so worried about how many likes we get on our social media content, and I think Instagram is a huge driver of self-esteem, and to that regard, it's sometimes troubling. But on a business side, on a relationship one-to-one side of things, I think it is interesting that when people take the time to actually comment on content that you post, original content or content that you find inspiring, that you really enjoy, I think that's where things can really start to happen. And so this growth formula is something that has been talked about quite a bit recently. Gary Vaynerchuk, I think, really kind of coined and pioneered this $1.80 strategy. And the idea is to find the top 10 hashtags, relevant hashtags that you're most interested in, and then look for the top 9 posts for that particular hashtag. And then the 2 cents is to leave a meaningful comment, put in your 2 cents. So again, the idea is searching the top 10 relevant hashtags to your business, industry, or interest, locate the 9 top posts, meaning the most people who've liked or commented, and then leave a meaningful comment behind that. I mean, if you're not aware, there's more than 95 million photos and videos uploaded to Instagram every day. So that platform is extremely, extremely popular. I mean, I know I don't have to say that, but I think it should be, because there's a lot of people who might be listening to this video, watching this video or podcast, or listening to the podcast today or later at a later date, and maybe they're not as involved in Instagram. And I think that being a practitioner of the platform that you're interested in is really important. So, if you're a business owner and you're not on Instagram, but yet you want to raise exposure and grow an audience and be able to leverage that platform, you need to get on there and you need to understand what it is and how people behave and kind of where things go. So I want to kind of step back from that formula and just talk about some of the basics. So when you open up the app and you go to it, you'll see that there's a little search icon here. And, so as soon as when it loads, it's going to load on the little house icon in the bottom left. The next one over to it is the little magnifying glass. So you can just type up in the top, and it's going to default to the top. Now, those are actually either locations or users. So what you want to do is tap on, of the 4, you see top, accounts, tags, places. You want to tap on the word tags, which is hashtags. And then you want to look at, for that particular search term, so I just typed in the word Tallahassee, that's the city I live in. So if I'm looking through here and I'm looking for this hashtag, what has the most in this group? So the largest group for Tallahassee looks like Tallahassee Hair Salon. I believe that is correct. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, Tallahassee hairstylist. There are 62,000 posts in that particular. So that would be one of the top 10 for that particular area search term. So when I tap on it, it's going to automatically give me the top. It does them in order here. So I can click on it and I can see the first one got 1,200 likes. It's got 28 comments. So, you know, it's demonstrating a short video of this particular hairstylist. So the idea is not to jump on here and start selling right away or start, you know, trying to, you know, drum up business. I think it's almost like thinking about when you go to a party, right? And you walk up to someone and they're having a conversation, you know, do you just jump in and try to take over the conversation? No, you want to step up. You want to kind of see if you can get the context of what they're talking about. And to do that, the best way to do that on Instagram is to locate these top 9 posts within the top 10 categories, right? And then click on and start to read where it says like view all, whatever, 50, 60 comments. You want to click on that and you want to read these comments about what people are saying. And what you're looking for is really for you to get a pulse on how the public thinks and feels about this particular topic. And then think about that in context of, does your product and or service help benefit or add value to the conversation? And then once you think about that, then think about how to leave a meaningful comment, whether it's to, you know, affirm that particular piece of content or encourage them, or, you know, leave again, a thoughtful comment that shows you took some time and thought about, you know, how to continue and add value to the conversation. So imagine the idea is for you to do that every day. You know, take 15 minutes out of your day to do this quick search and go through and find these people, the $1.80 strategy, and go through, find those top 10 you know, hashtags, and then find the top 9 posts, and then leave your 2 cents, your meaningful value add comment to that. You know, it's been interesting. You know, I've been doing this for a little while, and I've kind of gone through this strategy myself, and it's been really interesting. And I'm just learning what is being said and how do people respond and how do they comment. I mean, it's crazy when people just crap on other people's stuff. That part is really disturbing. But for the most part, I think that the ones that are, you know, really trending and in the top, you don't see a lot of that, because I think we already know, we've talked about this before, that in social media, you know, one of the things that we want to do is we want to find like-minded people who are like us, who have the same interest as us, and we want to grow those relationships. And so on a one-to-one, I mean, that's the reason why brands don't do this and they don't execute this strategy very well, is because you can't scale it. It actually takes meaningful hand-to-hand, comment by comment, you know, strategy, and it takes time. So it's not like you can just dump money into, you know, this comment algorithm. Like, it doesn't exist. So, you know, it really is one-to-one in order to grow the strategy. But it is a thought. There's thought behind the process, and there's reasoning by the process. When you look at those top 10, those top 9 posts and the top 10 relevant hashtags that make sense to you and to your brand and to your company. And so I think it's really smart. There's been a lot of case studies on people who have actually executed this particular strategy. And so I want to encourage you guys to get out there, you know, put down your $1.80 a day for 15 minutes, go through, connect with people one-on-one, encourage them, find like-minded people, and watch your audience grow on Instagram. So that's my Monday motivation for you. My name is Michael Wynn. I'm the Chief Digital Officer at Digital Ops, a division of RV Oppenheim Associates. Have a great day.